What's this? Because it's little recipients like Sydney that actually bring the donors out.
I don't mind the competition. I've been here almost 9 years, and I got a really help from community, really big support.
Chocolate chip mint, 2 scoops.
Hey! This is for you. You're our first candidate.
Exactly.
Are you kidding
So
me?
those are for you.
Fraser Focus, a fresh perspective beyond the bridge.
Hello and welcome to Fraser Focus, a fresh perspective from beyond the bridge, giving the South Fraser and Fraser Valley regions a voice. I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwell, and on this edition, the focus will be on the themes business and health.
And later on, our highlighted segment involves people in the community giving back and making a difference for others. Paying it forward is what it's all about.
However, let's get right to it and start off with our health theme, and we'll focus on baby Sydney from Langley.
She probably wouldn't be here, right? She had 15 blood transfusions and a full blood exchange to date. Wow. So she definitely, I don't think, would have survived without any of that.
And she took it like a trooper.
She did. She's happy and healthy, and she's got a clean bill of health now.
Canadian Blood Services calculates that less than 4 out of every 100 people donates blood every year. It's those 4 that help give people like baby Sydney a chance. Keep going. All right, woo!
Our daughter was born with a blood disorder and basically saved her life. She was in the hospital for a month.
Because she has Darren's blood type, which is different than mine. So I was being watched the whole pregnancy.
What's this? This year we have a pledge of 75 units in support of Sydney, so the donation is going to continue to give back to the community. So I thank Darren for creating awareness about the need for blood donation, because it's little recipients like Sydney that actually bring the donors out.
Oh, you got a great vein there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you can relax. How many times have you donated?
Well, I guess roughly every 2 months.
Not woozy?
Not at all.
Nice.
It's all good.
And how much blood did you donate?
Half a liter, I believe.
The Canadian Blood Society says that a single donation can save up to 3 different people.
And all it takes is a very simple needle prick, which I'm not too overly fond of.
Who is? Every time I get one, I completely pass out. But Dean, no, he took it like a trooper in this last one. Took it like a man.
So in this part, we protect you against 3 strains of the flu, 2 A's and 1 B. All I need from you now is you're gonna keep your arm nice and still and relaxed. I do the rest of the work.
Okay, well that's good.
And the most important thing is you wanna try and keep your arm as loose as possible.
Loose.
1, 2, 3.
Excellent. Is it in?
And we're done.
All right, there's been a recent spike of influenza cases recently. Last year, there were 10 long-term care facilities reported with outbreaks.
Currently, we have already reached those numbers halfway through the season.
We're seeing probably some of the highest levels that we've seen in the last 7-8 years. So last year, in the entire 2013-14 season, we had just under 10 influenza outbreaks for the whole season. Right now, concurrently, we have over 15 outbreaks happening at this moment.
Did you get the flu this year?
I got the flu shot.
You think it helps you?
Oh, it sure certainly did.
Did you get the flu before in the past?
Oh, many times during the year, many times.
Because as you get older, it puts you at higher risk, right?
Exactly.
Wasn't so bad. All done.
A little Band-Aid for you.
A little Band-Aid. Little Band-Aid.
Fraser Health has been monitoring flu results based on doctors' visits, emergency rooms, and lab results.
Positives are on track for a 10-year high, and healthcare officials are advocating preventative care, such as regular hand washing and the cleaning of contaminated surfaces.
And staying on the health theme, now that we're here in White Rock, let's go check out some yoga.
Chin up, hand into your chest, right leg big step. Both knees are locked, charge your body forward, stretch your arms forward, stretch your left leg back. Lock both knees. Imagine someone's pulling you by your fingertips.
With the overwhelming response and popularity on the rise for healthier lifestyle alternatives, Jay Braithwaite has decided to expand his yoga business in the White Rock area.
We realized that our students were looking for more, and so we've decided to expand our offering with personal training as well as nutritional advice.
Okay. Now inhale,
breathing, bend the knees, sit down, bounce and bounce and bounce a couple times, making sure that you're creating a nice flexibility in the hip. I see where they have problems, so sometimes I talk to them after the class, and then if we work together one-on-one, strength training and yoga seems to be a magic trick.
And I couldn't put my chin down when I first herniated my disc.
And now look at you.
And now I can put my chin on the floor.
The benefits of those who are pursuing it are self-evident, and so a lot of people are getting into it. They're telling their friends and family members, and so I think it's, generally speaking, a very good form of exercise.
Stretch forward. Let's work on that camera arm, Leah. Keep this at 90 degrees. Keep squeezing the towel, so I'll try to keep it, and you're going to lift it up.
Okay.
All the way up, a little bit higher, higher,
The popular belief amongst those that don't perform yoga is that it's simply an activity for stretching.
However, Hannah does inform us that it's more than just stretching and balance. It's also for strength training, see Dean, and cardiovascular improvements.
And health is the next theme of our story, based on an individual whom, after a tragic event, is now raising funds for cancer research.
This is where I will start my trip. I will leave here after our 8:30 Mass with blessing from the priest and prayers from the congregation.
An 82-year-old Langley man is preparing to embark upon an 8,000-kilometre round trip across northern BC's most remote and challenging wilderness, all as part of a fundraiser for the Canadian Cancer Society in memory of his late wife.
It was one of the things we enjoyed most, was traveling. Whatever we did, we liked to do together. I'm trying to raise $25,000 for cancer research. Any donations made are to go directly to the Cancer Society.
Across British Columbia, we help over 23,000 people a year through our mission at the Canadian Cancer Society. That's why we're so thrilled to have Dawn with us doing an independent fundraising event. It adds so much meaningful value to the lives of British Columbians and Canadians that are facing a cancer battle.
She is at rest, faithful and true, the best of the best. No wonder I'm so blue.
And this is a poem you wrote.
I did.
Locals have nicknamed Don the Road Warrior. You can track his progress on the Canadian Cancer Research Society site.
And that concludes our health segment. When we come back, we start focusing on some of the businesses in the area.
7-Eleven has been successful because they're very businesslike, they listen to their community, they're responsive.
Welcome back to Fraser Focus.
Bringing you local stories that are often overlooked.
For those of you who are tuning into Fraser Focus for the very first time, this is a show about the people in the South Fraser and the Fraser region, telling their stories, the ones that don't normally get a chance to be told.
As the population continues to rise, we find more and more people calling the Fraser region a place of their work or their residence.
The next theme is business. Specifically, we're going to be taking a look at businesses here in BC and right here in the region. We have a couple candidates who are up for recognition.
Letters over here to the frame. Just let's do a dry fit because I think we got this lined up for Paul tomorrow morning to install. Yeah, let's get it done. Sound good? Yeah. Okay, you want to grab that side? Sure. Okay. Just let's make sure we get these brackets taken off.
Every year, British Columbians are asked to nominate their favorite business for the Small Business BC Awards, and this year was the biggest ever with over 460 nominations.
You know, we're up for the best workplace. I think what we end up doing is we bring a lot to our staff. Like we treat everybody like a family. We do so much for team building, flexibility for scheduling.
What's your favorite team building?
The golf event. We just started that 2 years ago now. Chris is great. He provides lunches for us every once in a while.
Chris is really good for like flexibility, and I've got some, young kids.
Good morning, this is Signs and Lighting, Lynn speaking.
It's exciting that it's grown to such a large contest with 10 full categories and almost 500 nominees each year.
70 different communities in the province, and 30 of them were from Surrey, White Rock area, and the Fraser Valley, which is pretty exciting.
That is Lionhead, and so we hand carved this product. Now that I've been nominated, that means I've been recognized for some of the work that I've done, but I want to keep going.
The Small Business BC Award ceremony will take place at the Pan Pacific on February 26 in Vancouver.
Businesses big and small are flourishing in the area as the population continues to expand.
As a result, smaller communities are experiencing new challenges with competition in their quaint neighborhoods.
Residents living in the unique and characteristic community of West Cloverdale are standing up in support of their local mom-and-pop convenience store and protesting the opening of a national franchise directly across the street.
Yeah, she's very unhappy about all the stuff that's going on in their back parking lot, drug dealing through the night. As a resident of the community, I was part of a petition of over 1,000 people who tried to have some of the zoning or bylaws changed to control the hours under which it's been operated. 7-Eleven already has 3 minutes away from here another store.
I don't mind the competition. It's a quiet neighborhood. I've been here almost 9 years and I got a really help from community, really big support.
Chocolate chip mint, 2 scoop.
It's pretty noisy until like 3 in the morning. It was fine until 7-Eleven came. And now I want to move actually.
7-Eleven has been successful because they're very businesslike, they listen to their community, they're responsive. They have a business philosophy that is 24/7, they're open all the time.
7-Eleven got back to us at Joy Television and they are now rerouting all suppliers. What does that mean? No more late night deliveries.
A small victory for the tight-knit Cloverdale community. And speaking of which, since we are here, that brings us to our next business story, local real estate. This is kind of what you were looking for, you know?
It's really a private backyard, and I think the bonus was the gazebo. We sat out there every day till the end of September.
Nice.
And I wanted a south-facing yard. I got that. And like I said, down the side, we're going to put in a vegetable garden.
Got everything.
I didn't want too many stairs. I got that.
Detached home sales in Cloverdale have increased by a whopping 25% in 2014 as opposed to the previous year. Stats provided by the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board. Numbers have risen in the entire Fraser region. What is the draw for home buyers?
Hey Susie, how's your house doing? What we're getting is that's helping the growth is the infrastructure that's been built and completed already. Besides the Port Man, besides the Highway 1 upgrade, we've got 176 is 4-lane all the way to the border right now. And besides the South Perimeter Road, which many people still haven't discovered, but is awesome.
Fantastic.
So many people are choosing Surrey as their home. Over 1,000 every month. And we're committed to building a vibrant, livable, and sustainable community.
Freeway's closed. Shopping's close by. You can go close to Willowbrook Mall's closed. Guildford's closed.
Get a home
before they all gone. It's right, especially in the detached.
Ray says the benchmark price of a single detached home in Vancouver is almost $1 million, but out here in Cloverdale, it's almost half price.
That's why it makes it a lot more affordable for Vancouverites, and we see a growing trend of people moving into the Fraser region.
That's it for business, a theme and focus that I was proud to be a part of. It's called Paying It Forward.
Leah and I chose a deserving individual to start the trend, and what transpired next was heartwarming.
Father, we just ask that you would knit those bones together, even though the doctors are saying they're broken, Lord. There are days that I think it feels like I've won a lottery.
Have you ever randomly helped someone out of the goodness of your heart? It all starts with a single act of kindness and snowballs into a chain reaction of giving back.
The idea is to connect the community, whether it's spending 5 minutes out of your day, making a donation, or spending an hour of volunteer time. Joy TV's mission
is to pay it forward.
Thanks to Rosemary.
I'm really excited. Really excited.
Sir Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give."
Joy TV has decided to pay it forward, and we are picking our very first individual to get the ball rolling.
So we're going to go visit Marianne. She's just down the street. She's been giving back to the community for quite some time now. She originally left her life downtown, correct?
That's right, and she's given up a great life that she had to give back.
She gives back to the community, back to the homeless in particular.
That's right, she runs an organization called Night Shift Ministries, and in terms of what she gives back, food, clothing, all kinds of donations, anything, blankets, we've got a little something for her as well.
It's called Pay It Forward, so we're going to try and convince Marianne as well to pay it forward to somebody else. I don't know what she's going to do.
Let's go donate, let's see what happens. A little bit of clothing here, a couple of bags, and some flowers for her herself. She's just down the street.
We're going to say hi. Marianne, here we come.
So apparently she's here right now, and we're about to head in and surprise her with the bags of clothes.
This is for you. You're our first candidate. For Pay It Forward.
Exactly.
Are you kidding
So
me?
those are for you, and we've also bought some clothes
No.
here. Couple of bags for you.
That's amazing. Wow.
Bit of a mix,
Guys,
ladies and guys clothes.
I am never lost for words, ever, but I'm lost for words. You couldn't have shocked me any more than this today.
Again, for everyone out there, what do you do exactly?
In short, we work with people who are struggling, whether it be in poverty or addictions, mental health, or homelessness, and we come alongside as best as we can and give them a helping hand and just give them a lot of love.
How you doing? Good. You going to come for dinner tonight at night shift?
You know what? This is how I do my dinner at night shift. I do it when I run out of money.
Yeah.
And the end of the month.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a good place just to come and hang out and just talk to somebody too, right? So.
A decade ago, Marianne left a six-figure salary in the city to come to Surrey, help the less fortunate, and make a difference.
I was doing exceptionally well. I had a sales and marketing company and came to Wally in 2004 and had this crazy idea that we should open a shelter to help the people on the streets.
Size 11 for you? Thank you.
Father, we just ask that you would knit those bones together, even though the doctors are saying they're broken, Lord. There are days that I think it feels like I've won a lottery. That, you know, I don't buy tickets, but it's just joy beyond.
I was an atheist all my life, big drug addict, on antidepressants, anti-anxiety, you know, living in a tent with my husband.
But you always give us what we need.
That's what we're all about. It's just loving people where they are.
Having that heart-to-heart connection of loving has actually helped heal my own soul.
10 years. I've known this guy for 10 years.
Night Shift provides outreach services to people 365 days a year, ways to help people get back on their feet.
You're tuned in to Fraser Focus. Keep watching, and we'll be right back with more on Marianne's story and how she continues to pay it forward. Pay it forward from Joy TV to Marianne, and from Marianne and Night Shift to you.
We're your neighbor down the street.
Thanks for joining us on Fraser Focus. Before the break, we met up with Marianne, a local businesswoman who is doing amazing things in the community. Don't you think, Dean?
Absolutely. Now, we bought Marianne a gift courtesy of Joy Television to thank her for her many contributions to a lot of local individuals from the region. Now, this next segment is called Pay It Forward. You can guess what happens next.
You know, I lost my heart and found my heart when I went from business into ministry, and I love what I do.
So Pay It Forward, you've seen the movie with Kevin Spacey?
I sure have. I love that
and
movie.
it starts off, somebody does something nice, and then
it
that
goes
person
on
does...
and on and on.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. Are you kidding me? Now what do I do?
Now you have to think,
That's
exactly.
the fun part.
You have to think about who you might be able to pay it forward to.
A little strange to be walking down the street of Surrey with carrying
two
flowers.
cameras and
with two
flowers.
cameras. And
This could be a good way to meet your neighbor.
it will be a great way to meet your neighbor, and this is something I wouldn't have taken time today to do. Hi, guys. Have you ever heard of Pay It Forward?
Pay it forward from Joy TV to Marianne, and from Marianne and Night Shift to you.
We're your neighbor down the street.
And I think we always look at things from a negative perspective, or we have a tendency to do that. And if we can just change the lens that we wear and say, okay, what can I do for someone else instead of navel gazing? What would that do to our world, not just Surrey? I think it could catch on. I think you're onto something.
We've given half of your flowers away, and you have another half.
To the sweetest two little girls at a restaurant just around the corner from Night Shift, who I know do some great work.
I've never met them before, so I have another, because I split them in two, so I'm getting a double.
You're getting a double.
I'm getting a double dip today, and I'm going for it. We know some people in here.
Oh, thank you.
So be blessed, pay it forward, and you now I've passed it forward to you. Now it's your job to pass it on to someone else.
How does it feel to receive some
this
flowers?
is so nice. I'm so happy. I'm filled with joy. And it's amazing. I wasn't expecting this, and this is very, very nice.
So we're going to pay it forward with you, but your job is to do something that is really going to make an impact on someone.
Well, you could do anything. You could walk somebody across the street.
I can actually go, yes, I will, maybe with some like money.
Okay, well,
you could pay for someone's bus fare.
Oh, I can, yes.
All
I
right.
don't have Canadian, but I'll give American.
You can do something bigger, volunteer an hour, or you could walk into a coffee shop, pay for their coffee.
We're on a cruise here to help Sue pay it forward.
I'm going to the thrift store, which is Kim's Village thrift store, and I'm gonna see if I can find somebody to pay their bill. Oh, there is a lady here.
Hi.
It's a pay it forward. She would love to pay it forward for you.
You can pay some of this towards your purchase. So I'm giving you some money here, and it's all American dollars. All right. Yes.
That's a pay it forward for you, a random act of kindness.
Yes. Well, thank you.
What's
I'm
your
retired.
Retired, so your
Yes.
every day is different
That's
and
right.
whatnot. And what do you think? The Fraser Valley could use a little more goodness?
Yep. That goes for everywhere, though.
Here's your donation for your store.
Well, thank you very
So
much.
she made it short and sweet. She donated.
So what's going on here? What's just happened?
Well, this lady was came and was inquiring about the stroller, and I thought that this would be an easy way to help somebody else out. And
So you're donating an item from your store to pay it forward?
Yeah.
To somebody in need. She took that money and donated it to him for somebody who might need it, and he's gone ahead and donated this, which you will donate to your neighbor now.
I'm giving to my neighbor.
Well, that's good.
Thank you
Fantastic.
so much.
So all our donations are, they're given to us, and they help us with our business. But I mean, when we sell them at a reduced rate, they also help the people that are in need. Sometimes we put on a sale here because we have too much stuff, and then within a few days, we end up getting a huge amount of donations coming in because I think people see our sale sign and they want to contribute.
Yeah, and it feels good to give back.
It does, yeah.
Dean, wow, what an amazing story. I had a ton of fun filming that one, and it really showcases how giving people can be.
And this is what it's all about here on Fraser Focus. We're highlighting individuals from the Fraser region and telling stories that are most often overlooked.
And that is it for this episode of Fraser Focus. We will be back very soon with more stories from Beyond the Bridge. I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwell. Thank you for watching.